Hello Algebra 1. Today we are going to be reviewing for your Unit 2 Quiz 1. So here we go. Jenny needs to choose between two workout plans at Gurney Planet Fitness. The first plan has a $200 sign-up fee and costs $5 per month. The second plan has no sign-up fee but costs $30 per month. And your variables have been identified for you. C is total cost and M is number of months. So let's go ahead and let's write a function rule for each. Again, we are going to start with our C equals, and that's because cost is dependent in this case. All right, so we always start with our dependent variable. And plan 1, we are starting with a $200 sign-up fee plus $5 for every month. And then for plan 2, I also have a C equals. I have no sign-up fee, so I could put a 0 plus if I want, but really I just need $30 per month. And there you go. Which plan is better for Jenny if she plans to go to the gym for a whole year? Well, a year is 12 months. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take 12 and plug it in for M. Okay, so let's plug it into both. So here's the first one. 5 times 12 is 60 plus 200. This is $260 for the first plan. And then plan 2, 30 times 12, and 30 times 12 is going to be $360. So you guys tell me which plan is better. I would say plan number 1, right? And I would say because it is cheaper by $100. Okay? If Jenny spends $1,200, how many months can she go to the gym using plan number 1? Well, plan number 1 is this guy right here, and $1,200 is a cost. So let's plug $1,200 in for C. And now we'll have to work backwards to solve this. We'll subtract our 200 on each side. 1,200 minus 200 is 1,000. Equals 5M. And then we'll have to divide by 5 on each side. And 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. And make sure you put your months. All right, so that's our answer. Let's take a look at this table. We've got number of toppings and cost of a pizza. So how much is a plain cheese pizza? That's just reading our table. That's just $8. How much does each extra topping cost? Well, if we look kind of like what we're jumping by here, we can subtract if we need to, 840 minus 8 or 880 minus 40, but you should notice that this is jumping by 40 cents. Okay, so that's how much each cost is. So this is actually going to help us write a function rule. Let's do T for toppings and C for cost. And I'm going to say C equals $8 for the plain plus 0.40 per topping. And this actually asks us, what does X represent in this situation? So you know what? Let's change our C and our T to a Y and an X. Oops. XY. And I know it goes XY in this order because when I plot my points, that's the order I go in. And what does X represent in this situation? Well, X is just number of toppings. And Y is the cost. And let's write our dependent statement. Again, your dependent is always on your right side here. So we're going to say cost depends on the number of toppings. All right, looking great. Flip the page. We've got one more. We've got our multiple representation problem. So read the situation below and fill out each of the 4 representations. Expensive phone company charges a $55 sign-up fee plus $65 a month. If C represents the cost of using expensive phone company and M represents the number of months you use them for, create a verbal, graphic, numeric, and algebraic representation of this situation. So I'm actually going to come over here. I'm going to look at my table first. Remember, this is always my dependent variable, money. So that's just going to go right here. And then this guy is my independent variable, always, so that's just number of months, which we already knew, right? Because time is always independent and money is always dependent. And then I can write my sentence. I'm going to say the cost depends on the number of months. All right, so now we'll fill in our table. It says it is a $50 sign-up fee, 55 plus $65 a month. So 65 times 2. Again, the 65 is the one multiplying by the 2 because it's $65 per month. All right, and just for time, I'm going to tell you what that is. It's $185. Okay, again, $55 sign-up fee plus $65, this time for 4 months. And that is a $315. And $55 plus $65 a month for 8 months. And that is $575. Let's identify our variables since we're already here at our table. I'm going to do C for cost, and I'm going to do M for number of months. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in my table, and now I can write my function rule. Always start with your dependent, cost equals, and our pattern, we were paying $55 plus $65 a month. Okay, and there you go. Last thing we have to do is go ahead and graph. I'm also going to have us identify our scale. So x-axis is this guy, y-axis is this guy. Let's go ahead and do our labels. So number of months is on the x-axis, cost is on the y-axis. Do not forget a title. We're going to call this expensive. Okay, so then let's just look at our x's. 2, 4, 8. This seems like a really good thing to jump by 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8. Make sure you jump by even numbers. You can't just put 2, 4, 8. You've got to make sure it's jumping evenly. So right now, my scale that I have is by 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8, because that's what each tick mark represents. However, if I go ahead and I add in these guys, my scale has now changed. Just by putting in that extra tick mark, I am now jumping by 1's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so be careful of that you are consistent. For cost, I'm not starting until 185, so I am going to go ahead and do a break. And then I'll start at a 150 sounds good. And I need to get all the way up to 575. So I think usually I do this. I'll start by 100s, 250, 350, 450, 550, 650. So right now my scale is by 100s because I'm jumping by 100s, but to help me graph more easily, I am going to put a tick mark in between. And by doing that, I've now changed my scale. Now I'm really jumping by 50s. Okay. And my final step is to plot my points, and we always go x first. 2, 185. So 185 is going to be a little below 200, so I'm going to put it there. 2, 185. And then next, 4, 315. 4, 315 is going to be a little over 300, so a little over my purple. And again, these dots should go in a straight line, so that kind of helps you with your placement as well. Finally, 8, 575. 8, 575 is going to be like right here, and see how I kind of place it so that it looks like it's in a straight line as well. What was 8, 575. All right, so let's just check. We do have labels. We do have a title. We are jumping by a consistent scale on the x-axis and on the y-axis, and we've plotted our points. So that means we are done. All right, good luck on your quiz. Have a great day.